everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Mobile Guided Meditation call for Tuesday, September 9 already, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a time for change call tomorrow night after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to talk about reports that I get from around the planet on different avenues, financial avenues, currency, and where we're at currently with the transition from first-hand accounts out there in the field, not rumor. Well, make sure you're in a comfortable position, relaxed into your body, still as a statue, focus on your breath rising and falling, with no exterior distractions. Once we get to a level of comprehension for ourselves within, you realize that you are the center of all things. You contain the yin, the yang. You contain the power of the universe and beyond. Of course, we're not talking about the body. We're talking about, a lot of labels: pure consciousness, the God, the higher self, the spirit, the soul. I mean, there are, endless names and labels for who and what we are. And, let's just say that because of the way we've been trained, we've been guided and geared with every effort to push us in the opposite direction, where we believe after so long that we're the opposite of what we are. And everything is outside of us. And all the answers are outside of us. We are pitiful and weak and powerless and messed up and insignificant. And that is all crap. But when you do it to a civilization for, thousands and thousands and thousands of years, it's not unusual for that civilization to believe all of that crap. And when you set it up, it makes a lot of sense. When you set it up where you have no comparison, you can't compare. I've talked about this before. You can't compare anything. So you just go on. You're an empty vessel, and you're filled up with other people's thoughts. This is how all of us. This is how it's done with all of us. And then the other people's thoughts, they were filled up by other people's thoughts. So it goes on infinity. But all of that is crap. This is the only way I can describe it. And we have been fed crap for a very long time. And most of us believe the crap. And we believe it's our natural state of being. And it isn't. It's the opposite. Stay outside of yourself. Stay in the material physical world. Stay with the ego mind that controls you and directs you, keeps you insecure, fearful, and worried, and stressful. Stay with that stuff, okay? And this is, we repeat. See, when you have no reference, you continually repeat. How are you not going to repeat things? So we repeat things. We go through stages as a civilization, a species on this planet, and then it comes around, and it sounds strange, but different ways we do the same thing. Over and over and over again. It's like a broken record. Record skips and it keeps playing that certain segment on the vinyl record. So when some of us begin to discover that, just because we're inquisitive and curious, and we have that childlike curiosity, so we want to know things. And we break away from the norm on this planet, that the social structure is the human psyche. It's a real mess. And we view, the best way, really, is to view everything from outside of it, so you get the whole picture. Inside is totally different. You're inside of something, you're not going to get the whole picture. But when you view or watch something, you step away from it. And you do this without judgment or critique or evaluation or analyzing. You just watch things. And you learn a lot, because everything is so juxtaposition. It's twisted. Now, most of us maneuver through it till we leave the body. And we do the best we can, because we have no reference. And the reference is paramount for us to guide ourselves. So you're given, you're basically, roughly, a blank slate when we come into these bodies, pretty much. And we are not filled with anything. We are not programmed with anything. It's just pure, clean innocence until we start getting filled up. And we get filled up, and then we form our own direction, our own personality, our own character, and our own opinions in this life. And how many of us in this now moment feel special, loved, appreciated? You ask yourself that question. And it depends on the degree that you open up, drop your doubts, and relax into it. Now, once you relax, you shift your vibration, and you become a better receptor for love from this universe. See, we're all transmitters. We really are broadcasters, transmitters. And we transmit signals, frequencies. And it should be real easy to comprehend this. It's not complicated. You're a broadcaster. You're broadcasting signals and frequencies out to the universe. Now, it depends on where you're at within yourself and how you view yourself in your life on what comes to you. It's pretty common sense. If you act in a negative, low-frequency way, that's what you're going to receive. There's no debates about it. You'll receive it. And as long as you stay there, you'll continue to receive it. And this is why so many people are in disarray with their lives, because this is what they do. And they believe that it's something. It's not them, okay? It's something else doing it to them. And that's so far from the truth. It's ridiculous. We do all this to ourselves. Most of us don't have the awareness to identify that, so that we can switch direction into positivity, into higher frequencies, higher vibrations. higher broadcasts. And when we do that, we shift. It shifts automatically, and we bring in, things come in from the universe that we want. That's not, now, for those that are somewhat aware, that's not a difficult thing to comprehend and to act upon. But for those that are asleep, that are completely in a different realm of existence, it's very perplexing. It doesn't make sense. It has no stickiness to it. It just slips away. And it's pretty common sense that what we have are two directions. Either or. We create a life that is disturbing, upsetting, not that it's not filled with some good stuff, but mostly it's worry, stress, and fear. Or a life where that's reversed. We move into heart-mindedness permanently in the now, moment to moment, and everything comes to us, whatever it is we desire. Because your perspective and your broadcasting is of a very high frequency. Now, the minority of us on this planet that are aware to a certain extent, I believe, know this and practice it. And the more we practice it, the more it becomes natural. It is our natural state of being. But when you have a natural state of being and it's something that you have not practiced, it doesn't feel like a natural state of being. You can have a tumultuous life in that moment, and that's your natural state of being. This is what you have acclimated yourself to. And then when you shift to your real natural state of being, peace, tranquility, deep eternal love, joy, bliss, happiness, it doesn't feel like your natural state of being. It feels uncomfortable. And a lot of people experience that. Now, some will just say, that's okay. You know, I'll keep practicing until it feels really good. And it does sound strange. How can bliss, joy, happiness feel uncomfortable? Well, because you practiced the opposite for so long. Doubt, worry, fear. This is fighting life, right? Fearful of everything, basically. Fearful of wealth, fearing wealth. You get wealth, you fear it. Oh, what am I going to... Oh, look at this. Fear of poverty. Fear of happiness, fear of sadness. Oh, it's either way, does it? See, it goes both ways, which keeps us in limbo. When we're the greatest gift in this universe. And that's coming from heart-mindedness. And practicing that moves us into higher and higher enlightenment and higher frequencies. So our broadcasting tower is lit up. And it sends out these signals that the universe embraces and says, okay, this is what you want, this is what you're going to get. And you're not doubtful, and you're not worried, and you're not stressed, you're not wondering when or anything, because you just know that's taken care of. You move on. That's taken care of. I don't need to fixate on that and obsess about it and you know, build attachments to it and expectations, which a lot of us do. And we build those expectations and attachments to something that we really want, and then it just doesn't happen, and then we are what? We go into suffering. See, it's a very clear roadmap, very clear. and you follow it, you'll live in bliss. You don't follow it, you won't live in bliss. It's not a threat or ominous thing. It's your status, your viewpoint of yourself and who and what you are and where you choose to go. Wouldn't it be nice if we had like a holographic imaging that came up and said, no, now if you go here, here are the things that you're going to be confronted with. If you go here, here are the things that you will be presented with. Obviously, what would most of us do? We would go to the higher tower, the higher broadcasting, because we would want to put out highly charged positive frequencies coming from within us, which would affect everything else around us. Remember, molecules, molecular structure, subatomic particles, quantum particles, sub-quantum particles, it's infinity. If people think that quantum is it, it's just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. And when you look at this from the perspective of life, we create the energy of life. We are the God. We all make up the one God. Okay? There isn't a specific entity that is only one, okay? There is one made up of all. This collective consciousness. We're it. The buck stops with us. Really does. We are the creators. We are the developers. We are all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We are the epitome of divine perfection. Okay? We embrace higher and higher divine perfection through this infinite journey. You call it a journey. It is infinite. We never end. We're always on this journey. You may come across those in the spirit world that are trillions of years old, based upon Earth and years on Earth. Trillions of years old. Because we're infinite. We never die. Body ceases. Because eventually, even if you have an immortal vessel, you get to the point where you say, all right, I've been in this long enough and I've learned what I want to learn, and it's time for me to move on. See? So it's always about your choice. You're the director, the orchestrator, you are the choreographer, you're the producer, you're everything. So you design it. Every one of us design our lives. And we have the power to shift it, transform it on the flick of a switch. The only way we do that is through these meditations and practicing being in the now. Why? Because when you're in the now, you're not distracted. When you're in yesterday and tomorrow, you're always distracted. You're always being pulled and pushed and shoved and led and guided here, there, everywhere. So you're very distracted. So you're not focused on stepping outside the mind and the ego because you're so entrenched in it. So it's a decision that you make based upon the experience you gain. You say, I don't care to be enmeshed or immersed in the ego mind anymore. I want to be in the heart mind and the now, period. And I'm not interested in being in yesterday and tomorrow. I've been there a long time. I know what that means. I know the suffering that's there. When you are with the ego mind, you suffer. All of us do. Why would we want to do that? Okay? And see, the irony to it is that there's a lot of people that don't know the difference. Why? Because they haven't been taught. As simple as that. They've been taught mostly all the wrong things, all the things that guide and lead you away from yourself. That's how it works. No secrecy to it. And deep inside of us, we know the universe deeply and eternally loves us, cradles us, protects us, guides us, and is there for us, and does things for us and not to us. A lot of people feel, this self-persecution, that all this stuff's being done to them, when they're the main attraction attracting it all. They are. And, you believe, most of us don't realize how powerful we are. When you believe something, you create it for yourself. Now, if it's doom and gloom, and you're focused on doom and gloom, and you believe that that's, what's coming to you, that's what's going to come to you. This is why these meditations are so crucial in developing our awareness of who and what we are. Does it make sense that all we're going to do is go lifetime after lifetime, repeat and repeat, over and over again for thousands and millions of years, doing the same thing and not learning, not picking up anything? So it's a repeat, repeat. And this is why so many of us are kind of in a fog, because we kind of feel things in each lifetime, and we pick it up and say, I know I've done this before. I know I've done that before. But that's about all the reference you get. So you imagine how empowering it is when you're taught from the beginning about who and what you are. Right from the baby stage all the way to adulthood. You're taught about who and what you are by those who know who and what they are. That's part of the evolution of this civilization, this species. Bringing it out of extinction into flourishing. Bringing it out of hatred, disgust, anger, fear, greed, manipulation, dishonesty, to the opposite. Love, happiness, joy, bliss, tranquility. Huge difference, huge difference. When you stop fearing yourself from who and what you are, then you'll stop fearing everything outside of you. I join you in meditation. I'll return and close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. Focus on your breath rising and falling, relaxed into your body. For today, imagine the most exotic, heavenly healing home of your dreams. Design it in your mind in great detail. Picture the layout of the land, size of the home, the structure, interior, decorations. Perhaps you have an outdoor pool, sauna, hot tub, personal massage parlor. This is your fantasy home, so make it the most exotic version you can fathom. Now imagine your dream home is inside your heart. Actually visualize it there. See for yourself. In it, feeling safe and secure here. Know that you can leave or return to this palace at any time. Merge with the energy you feel in your heart center and relax into it. Rest and receive any awesome healing energy that comforts you. This space is extraordinary. An indescribable abundance and joy exists here that will spread all throughout your life. Abide in your heart's inner fantasy sanctuary today. Carry it inside you wherever you go. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. We will return here Wednesday, September 10, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's going on within you, nor outside of you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in